Look, do you understand these foods are causing these things? Do you understand if you're eating this way, if you're drinking these beverages, if you're doing these things, here's the result that has gotten for you. Now, step 2. Hey everybody, Christian here. It's important when you're healing that the goal is to understand cause and effect. Yeah. The way that you heal is you start putting cause and effect moments together in a totally new way. For most of you, it will be the first time you've ever done this. Okay, but here's what I mean by that. You do something and you get a result. There's no mistakes, you understand? It's like we just want to get clear on this, then here's the result. And a lot of what the pivot protocol is for new students is I'm teaching you how to think and what words to put with what kind of experiences and sensations in your body. For most people, they have no idea what dampness is. Like, they've never heard that, right? They don't know that that's a way of understanding a condition inside you. This is not the thinking that you get from our modern day medical system, which is really limited when it comes to chronic conditions. It's just not that good at it, right? It doesn't have the right approach. It's as simple as that. So if you're dealing with a chronic condition, and most chronic conditions do become digestive or metabolic in nature, which is why we're focusing on these organs, then what you're looking for is not, hey, what food should I eat, right? But what are you eating? What are your symptoms? That's step 1. Let's get clear on your symptoms. Now I'm going to teach you what they mean. Now you know what your symptoms mean, and what your symptoms mean is this organ, that organ, the other organ are out of balance in this way. And you have a clear mental understanding. You have difficulty swallowing. Your liver is hot. Heat is going up and causing this blockage up here. Okay? Heat may also be drying you out, so things aren't moving, right? That has to make sense to you in a really clear-headed way. So the first cause and effect that you want to be really clear on is, look, do you understand these foods are causing these things? Do you understand, hey, if you're something that I'm teaching you in phase 1, if you're eating this way, if you're drinking these beverages, if you're doing these things, here's the result that has gotten for you. Now, step 2, and the other cause and effect relationship is the goal, right? Is I did this thing, I ate this thing, I created food combinations for my condition like he shows us, and this was the outcome. This was the result of that. If we need to get dampness out, here's what we're gonna do to get dampness out of the body. And then you do it and you notice, oh, okay, that's how that particular solution affected me, okay? And if it's not the right outcome, you go back and do that again. Right? You go back and you look at, okay, well, what did he say about symptoms? If you hear a little repetition, most people, you do 30 minutes and then you listen to it again, and then you go back and you do it again, and you start to take one more step each time, and then little by little, right, what you find is you have massive control over your chronic condition. You have massive control over your symptoms. Look for cause and effect. Don't think in terms of, did I heal yet? Look for real clear signals that you got the cause and effect relationship right, because this is the key to then creating, right, choosing the causes that you already, right, have a very clear sense in your own mind, your own awareness of what you're doing is to the point where, okay, I can create the effect by here's the cause that creates that. And I'm giving you the 4 major ways that we can do that with heat, clearing heat out of the liver, boosting up the spleen, boosting it and letting it actually do what it needs to do so it's not tired all the time, and you're digesting well, and your body feels strong and your muscles are full, right? Dryness in some ways is the easiest to deal with, and getting dampness out of the body, okay? And the way in which you have to regulate that. Obviously, look, if you're too dry already and we drain more dampness out of you, then your dryness gets worse. So there's a little bit of learning here, right? We have to go one layer below and one layer below that. And I'm taking you through a process where the ultimate goal is to figure out cause and effect. You're gonna figure out exactly this, oh, that's why I'm getting that symptom, right? Or this, and that's why now my body's healing, because now I understand the relationship between what I'm eating, what I'm doing, the way that I'm living, and the symptoms that are showing up, and I can reverse engineer that process. Okay, so that's my goal for all of you. If you haven't gotten started on the pivot protocol, now's the time. Remember, the big benefit here is that there's no more guessing. You now have not a diet or a meal plan, but a way of heading off symptoms so that as you heal, you continue to heal year after year. You can continue to look at your health in a way that allows you to keep your symptoms under control year after year after year, so that chronic disease is, you just don't get it. You don't get chronic digestive illness anymore. That's the goal. And you reach that by understanding cause and effect between what you're doing and the outcomes that are happening. I know that sounds very obvious, but for most people that's a real revelation. Okay? If you haven't got started on the Pivot Protocol, click below. If you want to join group coaching, there's a link below this video also. This is the fastest way for you to learn this method. If you'll take, even 5 hours in a week, right, you could learn it by next week. You could really be proficient in how to eat according to your symptoms. When you get on coaching, we talk individually. You know exactly what your challenges are. You get the logic quickly. The whole thing makes sense to you at a high level very, very fast. So you're applying it to your life every single week. The breakthroughs already have been fantastic. So if you want to join group coaching, there's a link below to do that. And you and I can talk once a week. And you'll also be learning from the other people on the call. It's a fantastic learning experience. There's no faster way to get the Pivot Protocol under your belt, so to say. And for you to really recover digestive health without taking months and years, and anyone could do it, but I'm adding the coaching because time matters. Time matters when it comes to healing. And right now, if you're not at your best, very, very good time to take care of that. Okay? Click below. Thanks very much.